Joining me now for more is Checkpoint CEO Nadav Zafrir. Nadav, how big a deal is AI and adding those AI security companies in your growth plans?
It's huge. It's transformational. This is a once-in-a-generation change in technology and the way we consume it. We're just in the really first inning of what seems to be an incredible game ahead of us. And at Checkpoint, we're adamant to lead the change, to build the first global full-stack security for AI. So the acquisition today is important. It's another stepping stone, and it's going to be a center of gravitas for us.
What's going to be the most important strategic moat or asset that a security company has during the AI era to determine sort of whether they get to be a consolidator or commoditized?
I believe that it's the depth of the tech, and that's why I'm so excited about this specific acquisition. What the Lakera team has been able to do is build one of the only real large language models that's specifically for security. And once we go into the second, third, and fourth inning, this will make a lot of difference, because it's not just going to be the upper level of securing the uses of chat, et cetera, and DLP, which we're already doing, but actually once companies and organizations and people start using their own models and homegrown apps, either for inside or outside use, runtime security is going to become super important. And having this moat is incredibly important for us to have the reliability, the scalability, and our ability to trust these models.
What about this kind of platform versus best of breed question in the cybersecurity space? Platform, you might say, names like CrowdStrike, Zscaler. How do you view Checkpoint playing strategically in that conversation?
Yeah, consolidation is real, and I think enterprises need to do it. Our approach is to offer an open platform approach. In a world that we're walking into, which the incredible uncertainty, and especially the chaos that we foresee in the next couple of years as agents are running on platforms and infrastructures that were not created for agents, and humans interact with agents, we think that it's incredibly important to have different capabilities and consolidate best of breed. And so the open platform approach is our answer to the consolidation, which is definitely necessary.
Is the industry going to have a new paradigm for agents? I mean, I know we talked about zero trust, but when you've got kind of orders of magnitude more entities moving through a network, arguably doing stuff, completing tasks, I guess with their own permissions, but they're not people, do you need a whole different way of looking at security?
Absolutely, and there are different perspectives to look at it. From a philosophical sort of perspective, if we are going to harness this incredible new technology and stay relevant as organizations, we're also going to have a mind shift our mindset, and actually we're not going to be as much as control as we were used to. We are still going to be in charge, but not as much in control, and it's a different mind shift that we're all going to have to make. From the attacker's perspective, and remember, we're protecting organizations and enterprise and peoples against real enemies, real attackers. They're actually moving extremely fast and notoriously known for moving faster than defense. And so the playing field, which is not leveled as we speak, and already we're dealing with an asymmetric situation, this is going to exasperate. And then lastly, until the infrastructure that we are all working with is going to change, we're going to be in this chaotic situation, a little bit like we have with autonomous cars, for example, right? Okay. So we have the ability to drive autonomously, but the infrastructure is still not there, and we have humans interacting, so that creates chaos.
Nadav, quickly, if you can, tell me, what are we seeing in how the attackers are deploying AI? We saw them adopt something like a franchise model of making it easier for less experienced attackers to do the dirty work. What's the model for agents?
Yeah, so what you were talking about is the ROI. We're already seeing that. But what we're seeing a glimpse of is a real generational change for the attackers as well. As an example, when we look at what we call the attack supply chain or life cycle, the first input, the first breach is always going into the network. And then there are stages. We have different frameworks to look at the attack chain or kill chain. So one example that's going to change dramatically is we believe that the portions of detect and response that are sort of in the middle of this model are going to become less relevant because agents are going to be working autonomously. You're not going to have that time to do the detection or respond. And so we're going to have to do sort of what we call a shift left and sort of a renaissance of prevention first mentality.